Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
He's as tough as ever, even if he only has a shield to defend himself. But in Captain America the Winter Soldier, the comic book hero is suffering an identity crisis.
I joined S.H.I.E.L.D. to protect people.
Captain, to build a better world,
Sometimes means tearing the old one down.
that makes enemies.
Chris Evans identified with his character Cap, who seems ready to give up trying to save the world.
A big part of acting is in your head. You know, it's just that's unfortunately that's the challenge. You know, that's why some of the best actors are crazy, because it's a strange thing we do. You know, go to work and pretend to be somebody else. It's a delicate balance to find, you know, peace.
All right, so a day like today when you are, I hope, yourself, is that hard for you, talking about yourself all day?
It's very hard. That's the problem. You don't quite know that. You know, as an actor, you think, well, I like acting, I'll act. They don't quite explain what goes into it. You know, there's a lot of strings attached.
Your character says really more than once in this movie, and I don't know what I want. I'm not sure what I want. With your life as crazy as it is, have you ever been at that point?
It's a real dichotomy. You know, 1 minute you can know so clearly what feels so right, and then you wake up one day and you feel a little lost. I mean, but I think that's life. I think that's the problem is, I think in my 20s and even now sometimes you think about when you are going to arrive at this type of joy or peace, but this is it. It's happening right now.
Could Chris be ready for a new chapter in his life, walking away from acting, a walk down the aisle? I had to check out the rumors.
I see these articles get taken out of context. If you look at the quote, I mean, it's so funny. You're not the first person to say this to me so far today. They said, so someday do you want a wife and child? And I said, yeah, I think I want a wife and child at some point. And then all of a sudden, Chris Evans wants to get married and have kids. Not to speak of myself in third person. Oh, gross. That didn't just happen.
On the Hollywood Scene with Chris Evans, I'm Jeanne Wolf.